Hello, YouTube. Coming on here real quick on this Sabbath, June 3rd. Anybody has any grammar questions, pop them in the comments. I'll answer them. How's everybody doing? Just over here uploading a video, just like I did last month. A couple syntax videos, how to. I'm doing a how-to on how to create a correct sentence structure communication. Now, I know I've done dozens, literally dozens and dozens of videos about how to create a correct sentence structure, even done many classes on it. But you know, people like to see new and fresh angles on how to do things. It's helpful for some people, so therefore, that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting it from yet another angle, a fresh angle. And hopefully somebody out there will find benefit from it, find value from the donation of my now space for this video, and something will click in their psyche, and they'll be able to create a correct sentence structure all by their lonesome on the spot. So, anybody out there have any questions, comments, criticisms, any type of participation in the comments field? Ooh, did somebody comment? Let me look. No, oh, not somebody commented. Maybe somebody deleted a comment. Something very strange just happened with my phone just now. So that video is uploading now to YouTube. It should be published later on this evening. I published a little bonus tidbit where I gave a behind the scenes of while I was editing the video. A lot of folks, you know, if you don't have your own YouTube channel and you don't create content, you have no idea what it takes to shoot this stuff, the time it takes to edit it, put it together in a cohesive fashion. Although I have been doing it for 5+ years, I got a lot of experience doing it, and I've gotten very efficient at it. Geez, I used to shoot 2 or 3 versions of each video, and then I would send them off to my tutor, Raven, because he said that he would help point out if there were any mistakes or errors or corrections that needed to be made, or anything that he found questionable about it. Because, of course, you know, at the time, in 2018, when I was first starting, he was my tutor, and I'm sure he didn't want to have his name affiliated with someone out there who was being incorrect, you know, grammatically or volition-wise even. So that's the contract that we had at the time, and he did. And he would edit it, you know, not edit it, but he would point out, hey, this is wrong. What are you doing here? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And then I would have to go back and fix it, or sometimes even reshoot the whole thing, which I admit, you know, at times was frustrating to me. I would literally get pissed because I put all this time and effort, and here's this little error, and now I got to fix the whole thing. And it was a painful process for a minute. But then, you know, I got past it, and It's all good. I do everything in one take now. One take. I don't have to double check or rethink anything, but of course, I do make mistakes every now and then. And as you know, if you're familiar with this YouTube channel, I stop and correct. In the public, I stop and correct. Because that's cultivating humility. I try my best. So I do stop and correct. And I have to point out, unlike other people out there in the quantum grammar domain who I guess like to think they don't make mistakes, they definitely don't admit to them and own up to them because they've been making mistakes, multiple errors for years upon years upon years upon years upon years, and they display no signs of wanting to ever correct them or even own up to them. They'll just continue to do it, continue to take people's money, and people will continue to get what they get and don't throw a fit. What's that RJG saying? You win or lose by how you choose. All right, nobody has a question. We got a few viewers here, at least half a dozen, and nobody has a question. Nobody has any volition of wanting to ask a grammar question or any other question. Anybody want to say hi? Anybody want to check in or log in? Anybody have a criticism? My TikTok channel is, I want to say, 80 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. And when I hit that 1,000, I think if I understand the way it works correctly, I'll be able to transition into a business account. I'll be able to monetize that channel just like I monetize this one, and I will be able to go live with lots of people. And I'm really, I'm chomping at the bit. I want to go live with these Freemasons that I've been been on their live streams in the comments and asking questions without fail. They'll address one question or something, and then I'll continue to build on that question or ask more intense questions. And when I start doing that, they ignore me or they block me or the stream ends. It's very weird. But if I can go live and then, they're live, I'm live, and everybody can see their face and my face, and I can do these things at least for a little while until they get hip to it. But you see what I'm going with this. I want to bring correct sentence structure to the table on TikTok because it's just not there. It doesn't have a presence there, I don't think. And if it does, it's very minimal, and it's certainly not a correct presence. I don't think there's anyone on there that I know of that I've seen that knows correct sentence structure or has closure on it. So that's what I'm bringing to the table, and I'm almost there. Hopefully, it slowed down a lot. It grew very, very fast, and now it's slowed down. So these last 80 subscribers is probably going to be painfully slow. But if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. And when it does, maybe I'll have a good platform. I'll have two platforms. I'll have a really strong YouTube presence and then a really strong TikTok presence. It's really hard as a content creator to be successful across multiple platforms. Very few people can do that. Some people are really successful on YouTube, but they don't have a Twitter presence. Or some people are huge on Twitter, but don't have a YouTube presence. Like me, I've tried to make Instagram work. I've tried to make Twitter work, but neither one of those things work for me. I don't have sizable subscribers on either of those platforms. YouTube's my strongest platform, and then TikTok is my second strongest platform. Going once, going twice, any grammar questions, any type of question at all. Interesting statistic, looking at my YouTube analytics. My most recent premieres, the majority of people that view the videos are not subscribers. They're not subscribed to my channel, which tells me either they're new viewers or they're haters. Meaning they're from, those other sectors that badmouth me and slander me and say that I'm a bad, bad, bad guy, that I'm a bad actor, blah, blah, blah. But they still watch my videos. I don't even subscribe to those channels anymore. I was for a while, just because I felt like, well, I need to know what's going on. If something's going on, I want to be aware of it. I unsubscribed. I unsubbed to all those channels. The only time that I ever see any of their content is if it's suggested by YouTube or if a student or a friend shares it with me. I've come to the point where I just don't care what they're doing. It makes no difference in my life whatsoever. And if something like the material is shared with me, or it pops up, or someone sends me something, I'll probably do an audit on it and put it on my YouTube channel and be like, hey, look, this is so-and-so. Here's the errors in their grammar. Here's how they can fix it. They can contact me or not, which they probably won't. But I'll do things like that. But I don't consciously go seeking it. Hello, Rosvan. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for the membership. Thanks for participating in the chat. Interesting. You say that you feel you've lost time. I'm sorry that you feel that way. It's always, well, not always, but most times it's a bummer to lose something. I choose not to think of things like that, man. The way I think of things, I don't think of it. I don't participate with the concept of wasted time or losing time or anything like that, because there's two things I know, and they're correct sentence structure, communication, PARSE, syntax, grammar, psychological principles or concepts, I'd say, is that I have plenty of now space to get the closure that I want to get. I'm not in a hurry, and everything's a learning experience. Everything's a lesson. If I view something, that I don't think of it in terms of wasting my time or losing time. I learned something from it. I take positives out of it. It's about positive performance. You can pretty much take any experience, and the way you look at it, you can either look at it negatively or positively. It's all how you choose to, it's all psychological, how you choose to look at it. Like if I'm walking down the street and I'm like walking next to a brick wall, and then all of a sudden there's an opening there in the brick wall to my right, and I didn't know there was an opening there, and all of a sudden somebody grabs me and starts beating me with a baseball bat, and then I survive it. I can either look at it like, oh man, I got my ass beat, I got robbed, you know, I'm in the hospital, all these negative things, or I can take it to be like, well, I got to be more aware of my surroundings. Maybe I shouldn't hug the brick wall the next time. Maybe I should learn how to fight just in case I'm in that situation. Maybe it's, you know, opening up areas that I need to work on. I need to train, you know, whatever. You know, that's how I choose to look at it, really. To bring it back to the TikTok thing, there's a lot of people on TikTok that really participate in, you know, being warriors and fighting the system and fighting the, just like, oppression. And yeah, I used to think like that. I definitely don't think like that anymore. Because if all you think about is fighting and war and being a warrior, then that's what you're going to get. It's probably going to be uphill, you know, fighting all the time. Your channel came as a breath of fresh air. I lost some tea, but gained wonderful vetting system. Thanks to you, brother. Seriously, can't thank you enough. Well, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. You know, you and I have known each other for a while there, for a few years here. Definitely. Even though thousands and thousands of miles or thousands and thousands of kilometers separate us, you know, I'm not going to give your location away. You're way over there. I'm way over here. But yet, you know, we've been in contact off and on for years now. At least since 2019, maybe even 2018. I'm not sure. Maybe even 2017. I can't really remember when the first time was that you and I came into contact. I know I do have a ledger that I keep meticulous notes of everyone I speak to, you know, in consultations or things like that. And the dates, the times, my impressions, the notes of what happened. So I'm sure that's in there somewhere, but I'm not going to go look at it now. Suffice it to say, you and I have known each other for a while. Oh, time rather than tea. Well, you know, the young folks today, you know, they use the word tea as a synonym for gossip. At least they do over here in North America. So after David died, then that would have been 2018, yeah. Because he died on the summer solstice of 2018. I hope everybody goes back and checks out the live stream I did the other day on the live life claim. And it's a very short one. It's like 10 minutes. But it has a lot of information in there, a lot of do's and don'ts. And because I get a lot of inquiries about the live life claim, the claim of the live life. And it would clear up a lot of things if people would just watch that video or listen to it. Matter of fact, I think live life claim is in the title of the video. So it should be easy to find. Not only is it recent, but live life claim is in the title of the video. All right, well, I've gone 20 minutes. No grammar questions. So that's awesome. I guess everybody who's viewing this video, nobody has anything left to learn about correct sentence structure. That's why you don't have any questions. So I applaud you for that. Nah, I'm just being goofy. Thanks, Razwan, for participating. I appreciate that. I appreciate anybody who participates with the comments field, who possesses the guts to speak out, put themselves out there. Because if you have trouble participating in an internet chat field in the public, then I'm not sure how you expect to navigate a treacherous fiction scenario under duress using grammar. So keep your eye open for the video I'm going to premiere later on today. It's a grammar video. It's about how to create a correct sentence structure. It's about how to translate a plain English babble sentence into a correct sentence structure. I give you a very detailed, in-depth, step-by-step way of doing it. You can apply it to any sentence. It's very basic. And I probably will end up doing a more complex one if needed. But as I said, nobody here in this live stream has any grammar questions, so sounds like you're all pretty good on it. Thanks for joining me.